looking for.
I needed someone with a master's in computer science and database experience.
Plus, Indeed screener questions help you find your shortlist fast.
Now I'm back to having just one job.
Get a $50 credit to give your first job posting premium placement at Indeed.com/credit. Terms, conditions, quality standards, and usage limits apply. Additional terms online.
A Million Little Things is the intriguing, unexpected new drama on everyone's must-watch list.
You're not gonna believe this. John killed himself.
ABC tonight.
Guys, this doesn't make any sense.
He should be here.
When everything falls apart.
Maybe John's death is a wake-up call.
Friendship is what keeps us together.
Here comes the rest of my...
As bad as this seems, there is good, and you will find it, I promise.
A Million Little Things, a new drama, premieres tonight, 10/9 Central on ABC.
A controversial gas project gets the green light in Central Virginia.
Despite the chance of demonstrators, the Virginia State Air Pollution Control Board has okayed a natural gas pipeline compressor station in Union Hill, Virginia. It was founded by freed slaves an hour west of Richmond.
We're not somebody that they can push us aside and we're going to roll over.
This fight is not over. It will be challenged in a lawsuit, I'm sure.
The pipeline would carry fracked natural gas from West Virginia into Virginia and North Carolina. Jim Crisula, CBS News.
Twitter's having a ball poking fun at the Democratic response to last night's presidential address. Some posts compare Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi standing stiffly behind a podium to the painting American Gothic with a woman and man with a pitchfork in front of a house. Others say it looked like a hostage tape. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Are you more than $10,000 in debt? Feel like you're on a never-ending treadmill, staying in one place and never getting ahead with those minimum payments? You feel like there's no way out? Don't let the credit card companies bully you anymore. There are programs in place to help you get free of your debt, and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. The program at Total Financial Freedom can help you get debt-free in months instead of decades. Get off the debt treadmill and stop the harassment. Get free of credit card debt, signature loans, department store cards, internet loans, and medical bills. Call now at 866-844-7344 for free information. For about 10 years, Total Financial Freedom has helped thousands. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, too. Get off the endless cycle without having to declare bankruptcy. You'll have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Call Total Financial now at 866-844-7344. That's 866-844-7344.
A local radio service of Royce Radio Incorporated. This is WCLU Glasgow.
Have you considered what your retirement looks like? Here are some things about retirement that may surprise you. 64% of retirees say they are confident about having enough money to live comfortably throughout their retirement years. Yet according to the Economic Policy Institute, nearly half of families have no retirement account savings at all. In 2017, more than 67% of retirees depended on Social Security as a major source of their income. The average monthly Social Security benefit at the beginning of 2018 was $1,404. Due to health care costs associated with living longer, 26% of workers now intend to keep working until age 70 and beyond, and 10% don't intend to retire at all. The 65 and older group is expected to become larger and have more influence in the future. Have you made arrangements for health care? Are you comfortable with your investment decisions? If you are unsure about your decisions, give the Fouch Wealth Advisory Group, Sam Dickinson, or Brian Basinger a call at 270-651-2663. Investment counseling since 1854. Securities offered by JJB Hillier W. Alliance LLC, member NYSE, SIPC, and FINRA. Investing in securities involves risks.
I was always tired. Even with a full night's sleep, I'd wake up with a headache and couldn't get motivated. I went to the Sleep Disorder Center at TJ Sampson Community Hospital, where all my appointments, assessments, and treatments were all in one convenient location. Dr. Clark Turpin and the staff took great care of me. I felt like I was in a hotel, not a lab or a clinic. In my case, my insurance paid for it. Thanks to the TJ Sampson Sleep Disorder Center, dreaming is now my reality.
For more information, please visit tjsamson.org.
Good morning from WCLU, 6:07, 51 degrees. This is the live and local 6 o'clock morning edition. First things first, though, we got to get you started out the door with information you need, such as folks who are having birthdays here on this Wednesday, the 9th day of January. Let me tell you about Cora Keating, who is celebrating. Kenneth Berry. Kenneth, who I understand, is 64 today. Philip Cox with a birthday. Susie Bishop. It's Pam Browning. Elizabeth Meek. Billy Joe Wells, Sandy Perdue, Eddie Atnip. Starla Buckley has a birthday today. It's Wilma Bragg's birthday. Elise Preston is celebrating. Tina Strasser has a birthday today. And we have the 37th wedding anniversary for Mark and Debbie Sanders. 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Online here at WCLUradio.com. That is a handy sort of a piece of information to have today for sure. We're going to check in and get the Weather Channel. Ray Stagey going to tell us about the way things are shaping up for today.
So windy, colder weather, 20-plus miles per hour with some of the gusts today. Otherwise, sunshine. We're going to hold in the upper 30s. And then overnight, clear, 19, a few clouds, and tomorrow, 36. Near 20 tomorrow night. Friday, more clouds than sun, highs low 40s. And then as we get into the weekend, rainy on Saturday with rain developing. Just to the north, there'll be at least some snow. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Yeah, I know, Ray, you put that in there, that snow thing, but that's just the tail end of the weekend, and that's if everything else falls into place. What we're dealing with this morning is northwest winds that are gusting between 10 and 16 miles an hour. That is some cold air out there. The humidity is pretty dry, 54% humidity right now. No precip in the past 24 hours. And the barometer is at 29.99 this morning. 38 degrees at WCLU. We'll return with local news after this.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is Gillyhide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. Calculate payments. Apply for financing. Get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book. And check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Current temperature reading is 38 degrees at WCLU. Time is 11 minutes after 6 o'clock. I'm Henry Royce reporting for WCLU Local News. 911 reports some activity from yesterday afternoon at around 3:52. They sent the Cave City Fire Department, the Baird Metcalf EMS, and the Cave City Police Department to the Minute Mart in Cave City to a reported accident with injury. And then, after the afternoon, just after 7 o'clock, they sent the Metcalf County Sheriff's Department, the Baird Metcalf EMS, to Metcalf County High School. An accident reported there with possible injury. We'll follow up on those, and we will come up with information for you as it is released from the investigating authorities. The Tompkinsville News reports that a ceremony is going to be dedicated to Leah Carter, the young girl who was recently lost and body found in Monroe County after a tragic accident. Carter, who was the drama club president in 2016 and who inspired and performed with current members, the Monroe County High School Drama Club is going to hold an induction ceremony for the new members of Troop 4051 of the International Thespian Society. That'll be tonight at 6 p.m. Funeral services for Leah Carter will be conducted today at the Strode Funeral Home. Representative Robert Goforth of East Bernstadt made his official announcement Tuesday morning at the London Community Center that he's going to add his name in the race for governor of Kentucky. Goforth is a Republican. He has been in the House less than a year. He's won a special election in February of 2018 to succeed Marie Rader, who resigned for health reasons in the 89th House District. That includes Jackson and parts of Laurel and Madison counties. He won election to a full term in November. According to the website GoForthKY.com, his running mate is going to be Mike Hogan, who is in his 5th term as the Lawrence County Attorney. Hogan also unsuccessfully ran for the GOP nomination for Attorney General against Senator Whitney Westerfield of Crofton in 2015. Westerfield was narrowly defeated by Democrat Andy Beshear in November of 2015. Another Republican slate consisting of William Woods and Justin Miller has filed an intent with the Kentucky Registry of Election Finance that allows them to begin fundraising. Woods, who lives in Union, unsuccessfully sought the GOP nomination for the 66th District House seat in 2012. Governor Matt Bevin, who announced several months ago that he was running for re-election, has not yet filed with the Registry of Election Finance or the Secretary of State's office. 6:13, more news in just a moment.
I'm Katie Martin with this week's Trojan Report. Student
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be.
.614 at WCLU, waking up with 38 degrees. In more news at this hour, a teenager who unexpectedly gave birth has admitted to smothering her infant daughter in Kentucky. The Courier-Journal is reporting that 18-year-old Jasmine Wade pleaded guilty yesterday to second-degree manslaughter in the 2015 death of Jasmine Berry. Although Wade agreed to serve 7 years in prison, a judge will ultimately decide her sentence at a March hearing. The then 15-year-old told police she went to the bathroom while visiting her ailing grandmother in Louisville and gave birth. In her plea deal, Wade admitted to taking pictures with the infant before wrapping the girl in towels and placing her inside of her purse. Police discovered the baby about 12 hours after she was born. A medical examiner concluded Berry was premature, but was born alive. The second settlement in the last week for a for-profit college will eliminate millions of debt for students, according to the Kentucky Attorney General's office. Attorney General Andy Beshear said Monday for-profit education company Career Education Corp., or CEC, has agreed to reform its recruiting and enrollment practices and forego collecting more than $2.3 million in debts owed by more than 1,300 Kentucky students. The announcement is part of a $498 million national settlement with the Illinois-based CEC and the state attorneys general that caps a 5-year investigation, which was launched after numerous student complaints and a critical report by federal lawmakers, according to Beshear. And a Kentucky man accused of trying to poison his mother by pouring bleach in her drink said he did it to make her sick, but he didn't want her to die. WKYT-TV reports 18-year-old Justin Adkins was arrested Sunday. He was charged with second-degree assault, domestic violence, and first-degree wanton endangerment. The station quotes Kentucky State Police as saying Adkins' mother told him that her son had tried to poison her. The report also said a trooper could smell bleach in the drink. News time for WCLU 617. We have our first Trojan report of the new year today.
I'm Katie Martin with this week's Trojan Report. Student drivers, just a reminder, a parking pass is required to park at school. Administrators will be checking the parking lot soon. See Mrs. Bryant to purchase a parking tag. You are not allowed to drive to school without a tag. There will be a pep club meeting this Friday during WIN. If your club wants to enter a homecoming candidate, we need their name and escort name by this Friday, January 11th. Email Teresa Bewley. Remember, next week is a short week and homecoming is Saturday night, January 26th. If you have not joined FBLA and plan to do so this semester, you must pay your dues to Mrs. Jackson, Mrs. Childress, or Mrs. Rush by this Friday, January 11th. Any sophomore wanting to take the ACT on March 12th needs to sign up with the guidance office by Friday at noon. Checks are payable to BCHS for $35. Any student 9th through 12th grades interested in playing tennis must see Coach Rickard by Wednesday, January 16th. Any student interested in participating in advanced choir next year, please see Mrs. Brown this week to discuss joining. You do not have to be in choir this year to be considered. Barron County High baseball team will have a chili supper this Friday night starting at 5:30 in the BCHS cafeteria before the Barron County and Monroe County basketball games. The price is $6 and includes chili, hot dog, drink, and dessert. All proceeds go to the BCHS baseball team. And on the sports calendar, Thursday the girls' freshman and JV basketball teams host Monroe County, and the boys' freshman and JV basketball teams are at Monroe County. On Friday, the Trojans and Trojanettes basketball teams host Monroe County, and in between games, the 2004 Trojanet region champs will be recognized. On Saturday, the girls' freshman and JV basketball teams are at Warren East, and the bowling teams are at Central Hardin. Next Monday, the boys' freshman and JV basketball teams host Edmonson County. And next Tuesday, the Trojans basketball teams are at Ohio County, the swim teams are at Russell County, and the bowling teams are at Warren East. For a daily rundown on what's happening at BCHS, tune in to our student radio broadcasts each morning around 7:30 and each afternoon around 3 p.m. on our high school radio station, Trojan Radio 88.7 FM, and online at barronschools.com. That's this week's Trojan Report from Barron County High, where opportunity creates success. We are BC.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy. But that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry?
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says President Trump's proposal for a border wall, quote, suits the reality on the ground. The Kentucky senator released a response on Twitter last night to Trump's address on illegal immigration. McConnell said a physical barrier is what Border Patrol experts are asking for. A Kentucky teacher is facing an assault charge after a video showed her dragging a 9-year-old autistic boy through the halls. The Greenup County teacher has not been identified. NBC's Kristen Dahlgreen reports.
In a statement, the Greenup School District says it followed established safety protocol as soon as the situation became known. The teacher was removed from the school.
The boy reportedly suffered a wrist injury during the incident. The teacher will appear in court today. The state's hazardous device team is investigating after an improvised explosive device was found in Harlan County. Authorities say a man was near the sewage plant in Everts when he found what appeared to be a bomb. Fire chief and city maintenance official Cleto Powers telling WYMT.
It was actually a bomb, a homemade bomb. It's something we hadn't experienced around here, but I guess it's something we'll have to start paying more attention to.
The device was safely disarmed.
62-56 Kentucky. Hagen's down the lane, wrap around, feed for a dunk by Travis. Boy, that was a sweet no-look pass, wraparound as you called it.
That's the call on the Kentucky Sports Network as Reed Travis scores on the dunk to give the Wildcats a 64-56 lead over the Aggies. Number 18 Kentucky beat Texas A&M 85-74 last night. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
South Central Kentucky Monuments in Glasgow wants you to know that if you've recently lost a loved one or if you're thinking about a pre-need monument, they're here to make the process as stress-free as possible. With plenty of examples and a multitude of custom options, South Central Kentucky Monuments has the ability to offer you exactly what you want or help steer you in the right direction based on your preferences. Let my friends David, Jerry, and Adam Jesse provide the service and craftsmanship you deserve. To learn more, visit southcentralkymonuments.com.
WCLU local news time is 6:24. We have a temperature reading of 38 degrees at this hour. In area funeral announcements this hour, Patricia Ann Chenoweth, age 80, of Glasgow, died Monday at Barron County Nursing and Rehab Center. She was a nurse and formerly employed at T.J. Sampson Community Hospital and the Glasgow ICF, where she retired. She was a member of Mount Tabor Baptist Church. Survivors include two daughters, Teresa Scott of Park City and Mickey Froggett of Glasgow. 5 grandchildren, Natasha Rasco of Glasgow, Haley Crawford of Oakland, Anna Kate Froggett of Glasgow, Ashley Scott Holman of Glasgow, and Luke Scott of Nashville. 4 great-grandchildren, Miles, Tripp, and Palmer Rasco, and Laurel Holman. A sister, Dolly Thomason of Charleston, South Carolina, a sister-in-law, Elfrida Lewis, and a nephew, Mike Lewis, both of Glasgow. Funeral services for Patricia Ann Chenoweth will be at 11 o'clock Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, Burial in the Happy Valley Memorial Gardens. Visitation begins at 4:30 this afternoon. Cassie R. Blankenship, age 32, of Glasgow, died Saturday after an auto accident in Glasgow. She was a phlebotomist for LabCorp. She is survived by her parents, Jimmy and Jackie Hammer Whitlow, grandparents, Richard and Joanne Ferguson of Tompkinsville, 5 sisters, Barbara Blankenship and Jody Cannon of Glasgow, Raven Kelling of Hardyville, Angela and Tiffany Whitlow of Glasgow, 3 brothers, Jimmy L. Wilson of Glasgow, Ernie Bird, and Brandon Whitlow of Cave City. Also surviving, her boyfriend, Joseph Ramey of Glasgow. Funeral service for Cassie R. Blankenship will be Saturday at 1 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial is to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday from 5 until 8 and Saturday morning until time for services. David Ramsey Gritton, age 65, of Scottsville, formerly of Chicago, died Sunday at the Medical Center at Bowling Green. He was a retired school teacher, having taught for the Chicago public school system. He was a member of the Summershade Baptist Church and is survived by his wife, Diane, a daughter, Nicole Gritton of Florida, a sister, Roseanne Gritton Merrill of Wheaton, Illinois, 2 nephews, Douglas and Jeffrey Gritton, a grandnephew, Jackson Gritton, and several cousins. Memorial services for David Ramsey Gritton will be at 6 o'clock on Friday evening at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial of his remains in the Ridgeland Memorial Park in Des Plaines, Illinois. Visitation will be from 4 until 6 Friday at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Kimberly Jane Pruitt, age 43, of Hardyville, died Monday at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. She was a native of Hart County and was an operator in the friction department at Accabono in Glasgow. She worked in health care, loved to scrapbook, and enjoyed caring for others. She is survived by her father, Alan Hatcher of Cave City, a stepson, Austin Pruitt of Tompkinsville, a brother, Kerry Overfelt of Bardstown. her grandmother, Granny D. Overfelt of Hardyville. 2 aunts, Matilda Lindsay of Horse Cave and Becky Hensley of Glasgow. 1 uncle, Billy Overfelt of Horse Cave, and many cousins, extended family, and a host of friends. Funeral service for Kimberly Jane Pruitt will be held at 1 o'clock on Thursday afternoon, with burial to follow in the Wickerville Cemetery. Visitation will be from 4 until 8 today and after 9 tomorrow at the Wynn Funeral Home. Nelda Eaton Strode, age 82, of Austin, died Monday at Greenwood Nursing and Rehab Center in Bowling Green. She was retired from Dollar General Corporation and was a member of the Antioch Missionary Baptist Church. She is survived by a daughter, Jennifer Stenson, and husband David Lee of Scottsville, a son, John Strode, and wife Christy of Bowling Green. Funeral services for Nelda Eaton Strode will be held Friday at 1 o'clock at the Harwood and Strode Funeral Home in Scottsville. Burial will follow in the Union No. 1 Missionary Baptist Church Cemetery. Visitation from 11 until 8 Thursday and after 7:30 until time for service Friday. Memorials are suggested to the Union No. 1 Missionary Baptist Church Cemetery and can be made at the funeral home. Irvin Tooley, age 73, of Tompkinsville, died Thursday, January 3rd at Greenview Hospital in Bowling Green. He is survived by 3 loving sons, Charles Tooley of Columbia, Jamie Tooley, and Alex Bernard Tooley, both of Tompkinsville. A daughter, Letitia Emberton of Indianapolis. 2 loving brothers, Clury Eagle Tooley of Tompkinsville and Mickey Rowe of Louisville. 6 grandchildren, Justin Tooley of Washington, Alex Benjamin Tooley, and Isaac Tooley of Lebanon, Tennessee. James Brewer of Tompkinsville, Alexis Tooley, and Alex Tooley, both of Columbia, and 6 great-grandchildren. The service for Irvin Tooley will be at 1 o'clock on Saturday afternoon at Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burials to be in the Mount Nebo Cemetery. Visitation begins at 5 p.m. Friday. Bill Morris High, age 70, of Madisonville, formerly of Tompkinsville, died Monday at Hillside Manor. He was of the Church of Christ faith and is survived by a daughter, Donna Holm of Louisville, a son, Bradley High of Horse Cave, a stepson, Gary Shipley of Louisville, a brother, Jackie High, and wife Stacy of Tompkinsville, 2 grandchildren and several step-grandchildren and several step-great-grandchildren. Service for Bill Morris High will be Thursday at 1 at Yoakley Tribble Funeral Home. Burial in the Mount Gilead Cemetery. Visitation begins tonight at 5 p.m. Joyce Ann Adcock, age 80, of Munfordville, died Saturday at her residence. She was a member of the Landmark United Pentecostal Church and a homemaker. She is survived by 3 daughters, Patricia Arnold of Linwood, Hazel Davis of Munfordville, and Johnetta Emerson of Bonneville. 1 son, Ricky Adcock, Jr. of Munfordville. 3 sisters, Marie Sant of Louisville, Maldy Dehoney of Indiana, and Diane Dixon of Florida. A brother, Richard Albert Logston of Indiana. She is also survived by 18 grandchildren, 23 great-grandchildren, and 1 great-great-grandchild. Service for Joyce Ann Adcock will be at 11 o'clock Thursday at the Brooks Funeral Home. Interment to be in the Munfordville Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 3 p.m. Oreen G. Logston, age 86, of Cub Run, died Sunday morning at the Medical Center of Bowling Green. Mrs. Logston was a member of the Cherry Springs Baptist Church. She is survived by several nieces and nephews. Funeral services for Oreen G. Logston will be held at noon Saturday at the Cherry Springs Baptist Church, with burial to follow at the Center Point Cemetery. Visitation will be Friday from 3 until 8 p.m. at the Seagull Funeral Home, and Saturday morning after 10 o'clock at the church. Funeral services for Verna Massey, 88, of Glasgow, will be Friday at 2 o'clock at A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins at 4 p.m. Thursday afternoon. Service for Laney Lee Powell, 62, of Stanford, formerly of Glasgow, will be at 11 o'clock Friday morning at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial to be in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins after 4 p.m. Thursday. Service for Calvin C. Clements, 89, of Tompkinsville, will be Thursday at 1 o'clock at the Strode Funeral Home in Tompkinsville. Burial to follow in the Clementsville Cemetery in Clay County, Tennessee. Visitation begins today at 4 p.m. Funeral service for Margaret Helen Eddings, age 85, of Glasgow, will be at 1 o'clock Thursday at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home. Burial in the Glasgow Municipal Cemetery. Visitation begins today at 2 p.m. Service for Maud Neal, age 90, of Burkesville, will be today at 2 o'clock at the Memory Chapel of Norris New Funeral Home. Burial in the Gaines Hill Cemetery in Cumberland County. Services for Agnes Virginia Catherine Arden, age 97, of Glasgow, will be today at 2 o'clock at the A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, with burial to follow in the Bethlehem Cemetery. Services for Royce Edgar Milam, age 72, of Summershade, will be today at 1 o'clock at McMurtry Funeral Home. Burial will follow in the Monroe County Memorial Lawn. Services for Connie Sue Ennis Reynolds, age 50, of Edmonton, will be today at 1 o'clock at the Butler Funeral Home. Burial to follow in the Ennis Cemetery. Services for Leah Elizabeth Carter, age 19, of Gamaliel, will be today at 1 o'clock at Strode's Gamaliel Chapel, with burial to follow in the Gamaliel Cemetery. Obituary information is available 24 hours a day, free, online at WCLUradio.com. No login is necessary.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
6:34. Let's turn to local sports. Looking at some high school basketball action from last night. In boys action, it was Barron County downing Warren East 67-55. It was Russellville over Caverna 67-58. Campbellsville down Hart County 86-78. Monroe County over Metcalfe County 76-65. It was also Clinton County downing Cumberland County 85-73. Bowling Green over South Warren 85-50. Hopkinsville over Warren Central 51-49. Greenwood ousted Todd Central 76-48. And it was McCreary Central inching past Russell County 70-68. Girls action last night. Barron County's Trojanettes down Warren East 69-35. It was Russellville over Caverna 61-50. Metcalfe County downing Monroe County 69-43. Allen County Scottsville over Franklin Simpson 56-33. Logan County through Edmonson County 51-46. Clinton County over Cumberland County 43-33. And it was Warren East 46, Bowling Green 53. That's a check of local sports.
You want to earn your degree?
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Esther with Apollo PC, chain drive in Glasgow next to Sweetheart Bakery.
Continuing to see mild weather surge quickly back in on a west-southwest breeze this morning, but as quickly as we're up, we're back down by tomorrow. Much colder air settling in for the rest of the week, and yes, we are still looking at a chance of maybe some wintry precip to deal with by the upcoming weekend. I don't want to get into totals or anything like that. In this business, that's just trouble, right? But there is a chance we could see some accumulations. We'll run through the day with the clouds giving way to sunshine by the afternoon. Could be a shower early. 61 on a west-southwest breeze, less than 20 miles an hour. Tonight, clear and colder by quite a few, 32 degrees. Look at the car thermometer now. What is that? 20-something degrees cooler to colder, but still above average. Sunny and cold tomorrow. The temperatures only rise into the upper 30s. And much colder tomorrow night, 20. Thursday, mostly sunny in the mid-30s. Friday, considerably cloudy with highs in the low 40s. And a chance of rain and or snow on Saturday. Highs low 40s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick from the Weather Channel on WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. 36 degrees. It's starting to be getting a lot cooler. We had actually, for one moment, when I got up this morning, it was 40 degrees, and it's been downhill ever since. And the winds have been making it feel colder than what it really is. The wind's been out of the west between 10 and 16 miles an hour. No precip in the past 24 hours, 64% humidity, and 29.99 is the pressure at this hour. What do you think of
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total local care 24/7.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC
Center, you know, Ralphie's has something special coming up for the Martin Luther King Jr. holiday that we're going to be telling you more about. When it's a special day, it's a special day to enjoy having something special and something fun. That's what Ralphie's Fun Center makes an attempt to do each and every time, and they are quite successful at it. So we appreciate them sponsoring our birthdays here on WCLU. Let me get over here and tell you, well, I got a gongaree here, first of all. We just learned that the 20 gong is going out this morning. Where's that gong, anyway? The 20 gong going out to Andy Bartley today. It's Tina Strasser. Your mama called up Tina to wish you a happy birthday today. We're glad to chime in on that. Elise Preston is celebrating. Wilma Bragg, Starla Buckley. How about Eddie Atnip, Sandy Perdue, Billy Joe Wells, Miss Elizabeth Meek, Pamela Browning, Susie Bishop, Philip Cox, Kenneth Berry, your classmates at the class of 64 at Austin Tracy High School. The Eagles, calling up to wish Kenneth Berry a happy birthday today. It's Cora Keaton. I got to get that K in there. Cora Keating is having a birthday today. Hope Miss Cora has a big birthday. Anniversaries, how about number 37 for Mark and Debbie Sanders? And how about Kenneth and Sheila Compton having a wedding anniversary today, too? Boy, just nice folks all over the paper. And we are ready to add to it. 651-9149, 800-956-1023, and online here at WCLUradio.com. And we're looking forward to populating the paper, so to speak, because from that population, we're going to be drawing a winner of a delicious birthday cake from Dairy Queen in Glasgow, something to enjoy, just like the beauty of the rose from Greer's Florist we're going to be giving away too. So let us know here at WCLU. We'll get all that information on there and post it. We got to chime in here and get to the archives. That's right. The archives brought to you today by Joseph A. Wade Industrial Hardware Services and brought to you by Amedisys Home Health. Stand by for Sam Terry to join us as we present the archives.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Well, it's my pleasure to welcome historian Sam Terry to the radio this morning. Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Great. How are you, Henry?
I'm doing real good. Just enjoying, the beauty of the day, and we kind of got that cold snap as promised. Headed our way, 36 degrees. It almost feels like the calendar and the thermometer agree this morning, don't you think?
It does.
But I think that we the thing is, it gets in disagreement pretty quickly, too. Maybe like 19 tonight or something like that. We'll see. Okay, let's go back. Speaking of 19, let's go back to 1919. 100 years ago in the history books. And we've got lots of interesting things to share with, and you be certainly ready to chime in and add some intelligence to this broadcast, okay?
We'll try.
This day in 1919, the country was startled Monday morning to learn that Theodore Roosevelt had died suddenly at his home at Oyster Bay, New York, of inflammatory rheumatism. That doesn't sound pleasant, inflammatory rheumatism. In his passing, Earth loses its strongest character. No other man on Earth could have done what he did in stopping the Russo-Japanese War, an accomplishment never before equaled in the world's history. So they're very specific in pinpointing the championship of his presidency there, but understand from all sources an excellent gentleman, an excellent president, Sam.
Well, he certainly made quite an impact and left a real legacy. But, Teddy Roosevelt also visited close by.
Oh, did he?
Barron County in south central Kentucky.
Mm-hmm.
10 years before he died, in 1909, February the 12th, he came to Hodgenville, Kentucky, and he laid the cornerstone for what is now the Lincoln Birthplace Memorial.
I didn't realize that.
And his Mrs. Roosevelt came with him, along with their daughter Edith,
mm-hmm.
and he made quite an impression on the area when he came here to do that. And then 3 years later, President Taft came back to dedicate the building.
Wow.
So we had presidents coming and going from the heart of Kentucky more often than we realized.
And it's good to know that they saw fit to come, because it's certainly wonderful things that we had to be proud of, and our country's leaders were proud of them as well, Sam. All right, let's get over here to 1929. The annual banquet of the Chamber of Commerce was held in the dining room of the Hotel Liberty last Thursday night, and it was well attended by the businessmen of Glasgow. Sounds like a very restrictive group, don't you think?
It does.
It says it was most enjoyable, too. Reverend J.L. Piercy pronounced the invocation. P.W. Holman made the opening remarks. The Honorable W.L. Porter acted as the toastmaster, and addresses were made by Judge Basil Richardson, Mr. Wynn Davis, Mr. J.O. Horning, and Adjutant General William H. Jones, Jr. Those are some big names in the history of our community.
That's quite a lineup. Any one of those gentlemen would have had something to say that was worth hearing. And, as I recall, Paul Holman Sr. was the first president of the local Chamber of Commerce when it was started just a few years prior to this news item.
And the Hotel Liberty, I've never seen, any renditions of it, but it must have had a big dining room in that thing to hold the chamber.
It must have.
1939. What do we have right here? We have the Metcalfe County Spelling Bee was held. Now I want you to listen to the way that they declared a champion. It's done differently here back in 1939, Sam. The Metcalfe Spelling Bee was held Saturday. It was won by Elizabeth Clemens, an 8th grade student of Mann School. That's M-A-N-N School, of which Mr. Fred Smith is the teacher out there. There were 6 contestants, and Elizabeth missed only 12 words out of 100 to win the Spelling Bee. How's that for a different way of declaring the winner?
Well, it sounds pretty impressive.
It
would be interesting to know what the 100 words were.
Yeah. Well, that was way before spell check, and, well before, we didn't actually, we had to learn the words, and I think that's a pretty good representation for an 8th grade student to be able to spell correctly all but 12 words out of 100 in 1939, Sam.
Well, and let's don't overlook the Fred Smith part of this.
That's right.
Fred Smith, of course, became a successful implement dealer in our area, and marrying E. Jean Sawyer became the uncle of Diane Sawyer, who was accidentally born in Glasgow while her family was visiting for Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. And she probably had some pride in being related to an implement dealer, too, didn't she?
I bet she did.
And Mr. Smith, I happen to know Mr. Smith, got to know Mr. Smith, and a fine gentleman indeed. I can see where he would have been quite the school teacher as well as the local businessman there. I'm glad you pointed that out, sir. See there, that's that color commentary thing that adds to the color of this program. We got a little wedding announcement here from 1949. An article was copied from a Beckley, West Virginia newspaper. It was announcing the engagement of Miss Mary Lou Keyser, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Roy Keyser of Beckley, to Mr. Mickey McShane of Glasgow. The informal wedding will take place in Lexington, January the 29th. Miss Keyser is now a senior at UK, and Mr. McShane will graduate in January from the School of Engineering at the University of Kentucky, and then the couple will establish a home in Glasgow after their marriage, and, of course, as history tells us, they did, and have been wonderful citizens of this community and contributed a great deal to this community. And just a great couple. Great kids. 1949. But a big announcement there. The newspaper is being accurate. All they're saying is that they copied this article out of a West Virginia newspaper to report it locally. I guess that was back in the day when, the bride had complete, authority to publish her engagement wherever.
Exactly.
1959, this day, and I should have, I really messed up by not trying to get a copy of this picture for the benefit of our many folks who watch us online on WCLUradio.com and the folks who watch us here on the EPB Cable 6, but I'll try to hold this up here. Let me see, we'll move it over here just a little bit to the left. Right there, then to the right. There we go. There's 3 lovely ladies right here in this picture. And I'm going to tell you about this picture. Here's the cut line of this picture. And it means more when you know who they are. The Glasgow residents who attend Center College in Danville are shown in front of the Christmas tree at the Christmas buffet up at Center College. Left to right, we have Mary Terry Leach, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. Jack Leach. Olivia Ann Hayes, the daughter of Mr. and Ms. E.J. Varon. And Mary Jo Settle, the daughter of Mr. and Mrs. Jewel Settle. All are graduates of Glasgow High School. So we looked really good at Center College in 1959 with Miss Leach and Miss Hayes and Miss Settle representing us at the Christmas buffet there, Sam.
All representing Glasgow High School and our community very well.
That's right.
Three lovely ladies.
That's right. No question about it. 1969, we got, let's see, this day, what we have is an advertisement in 1969 for J.C. Penney. Of course, we had the, I guess, the opening of J.C. Penney, and we've been talking about that in the archives. But they're actually having a clearance sale this day in 1969. I got to tell you what caught my eye on the sale items right here. Are you ready? They're selling human hair full wigs for $12. Now, there's an incentive to buy some hair when it's on sale. I know folks who would pay a lot more than that to have hair wigs, but anyway, they were on sale at Penny's. You never think about hair being on sale. It's a bargain at regular price. Full wigs, $12. Also, how about some boys' flannel pajamas, $1.99. Toddler dresses, $1 and $2. 100% nylon room-sized rugs, 9 by 12, $25. And a 12 by 15 for $69. Why don't we get some men's suits, Sam? $39.88 each. Bargains at J.C. Penney, 1969. What do you think about that?
Quite the place to shop.
That's right. Well, it certainly would. I think variety would be something good you'd put on that. You can get of course, me being, I find the humor in everything. So there's lots of ways to buy a rug down at Penny's in 1969. Save money. One for your room, one for your head.
There you go.
1979 this day. Let's move forward here. This was the day that Mr. and Mrs. Terry Polson celebrated their golden wedding anniversary with a family dinner. Why not do so? 50 years, the Polsons, great family. Let's have a meal. 1979. 1989 in the archives, we've got the news story about the Glasgow City School Board proposing a 3% utility tax to build a new middle school. That was sort of the conversation back in 1989. The need to have a new middle school. This day in 1999, we had a postal rate increase, Sam. New postal rates go into effect on Sunday of this week in 1999. So here we go. The first-class stamp for a first-class letter is now 33 cents. I remember folks saying, wow, where's it going to stop?
Exactly, and it hasn't.
And it hasn't stopped. No, it's not. And don't we have... sometime this month we've got an increase coming, I think. I'm pretty sure. And I'll just have to double check on that. Try to get some information on that. All right, in 2009, this was the day that a familiar name, we've been talking about this name in history for a while, but this was a neat deal 10 years ago where the Glasgow High School Alumni Decades Reunion Dance was held. It was announced to be held on January 31st at the Glasgow Country Club, and the Mist of Time is going to be providing the music. Now, the Mist of Time's a part of our history, and what's interesting is they don't maintain a repertoire where they're just always practicing and always ready to go at a moment's notice. They have to prepare to get this done, and they did it 10 years ago to celebrate the Decades reunion. And everybody had a great time. And then they did it again here for the Bobby Driver Scholarship program just a little bit earlier, back in November. And I appreciate the fact that they got it all together for that one, too.
Well, they always do a fine job, are most entertaining, and truly a legendary part of Glasgow's musical history.
It's part of our history, and it deserves to be in the archives because, it's just fun to know about these things, and it's good that we bring them up. And I appreciate you being with us today, Sam, because we learned about presidential visits Lots to learn about, lots to talk about, and lots to enjoy. And let's see here. Maybe tomorrow we'll talk. We got some of the J.J. Newberry pictures that we got to get on here and other things. And we just really enjoy. We get so many nice comments, and I've got notes on my desk of some other things that people have seen and come up with and made us aware of that we want to check out. And I'm going to make sure that I get to those folks. Don't give up on me. I'll get there. And Sam and I will talk about history in more detail tomorrow morning about the same time. Thank you, sir, and have a good day.
Thank you. You too.
Bye-bye. Sam Terry. And thanks to our sponsors, Joseph A. Wade. What incredible folks there are out there who do things for industry, for farms, for individuals. It's just an amazing place at Joseph A. Wade. And also brought to you by Amedisys Home Health.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly
6 degrees as we get our start today. I got to tell you about our Good as Gold honoree, a very nice lady indeed. Her name is Elizabeth Meek, and Miss Elizabeth is having a birthday today. And if you happen to see Elizabeth Meek around town today, we really want you to pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends here at WCLU and a little taste of Texas. She's having a birthday today, and like I say, she's a really nice lady, and a lot of folks think a lot of Miss Elizabeth, and hopefully you get to pat her on the back today and let her know she's good as gold from WCLU and a little taste of Texas. Also, I got a call from a good listener to tell us that, and we didn't really weren't aware of this, but we did find out on a national basis that today is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. And, you know, we absolutely appreciate our law enforcement each and every day here in South Central Kentucky, and we have reason to, I guess, shall we say, be proud of our law enforcement. And they do so without very much in the way of accolades. They do so without very much in the way of any sort of a pat on the back. But we just want to be sure when we see our law enforcement folks out today, let's thank them and tell them that we appreciate them on the day that we have set aside to let them know that. But each and every day we want to. So thanks to the listeners who called up to tell us that this is Law Enforcement Appreciation Day. 7:01.
You may. The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive. See the Carfax Vehicle History Report. calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse. The only place you need to go for all of your automotive needs is GillyHide.com. Log on to browse our entire inventory of nearly 400 new and pre-owned vehicles. Take a video test drive, see the Carfax Vehicle History Report, calculate payments, apply for financing, get an instant cash offer for your vehicle from Kelley Blue Book, and check out our sales, parts, and service specials. All this with just a click of a mouse.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather round your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, total local care 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local healthcare provider. Total local care 24/7.
The best. South Central Bank. Small enough to know you, big enough to help.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you haven't felt it yet, you must not have stepped outside. Winds whipping around. Temperatures are colder. Colder weather sticking around. How about those mid and upper 60s, though, yesterday? Yeah, forget about that. That's not coming back over the next 7 days. Not brave enough to go beyond that. So windy, colder weather. Those winds will pick up maybe about 20-plus miles per hour with some of the gusts today. A few clouds around. Otherwise, sunshine. We're going to hold in the upper 30s. I wouldn't be surprised if some of us see temperatures drop just a bit by late today. And then overnight, how about this? Certainly the heavier jacket tomorrow morning. Clear, 19. A few clouds and hello winter tomorrow. 36, 10 degrees below average. Near 20 tomorrow night. Friday, more clouds than sun. Highs low 40s. And then as we get into the weekend, cloudy, rainy on Saturday with rain developing. Just to the north, there'll be at least some snow. And then as we go on through Saturday night and Sunday, as low pressure passes, rain showers probably ending sometime Sunday morning as some snow showers. Sunday's temperature is just around 40 degrees in the afternoon. More chilly weather into early next week. I'm meteorologist Ray Stajic from a Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Quiet on the radar screen this morning, Ray, but not quite. The wind speed indicator right there is indicating winds between 10 and 16 miles an hour out of the west, and that's pretty chilly if you're standing out there. You won't stand still very long with those winds blowing. The air is pretty dry at 60% humidity now. 36 at WCLU weather, courtesy of your friends at South Central Bank.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley.
And I'm Daniel Bird.
And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parish Carpet.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
You'll be back for more.
Pizza. Top 4 national pizza chains. Extra most bestest thin crust pepperoni pizza versus large round one topping thin crust pepperoni pizza. Everyday standard menu prices at participating locations plus tax.
All right, before I ask the question, I realize I have birthdays that have been called in that I have failed to report. So let me get things in order here. How about Mr. Tommy Gum? Tommy Gum having a birthday today. Jennifer Cleveland. Happy birthday to Jennifer Cleveland, who is celebrating today. Now I'm up to date, and now we can give away a pizza from Little Caesars. Here we go with the question. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. There's a term for a smug, ignorant, uncultured person. This term was named for an ancient people of the early Middle East region. Name this group of people. It's a group of people, and I didn't realize this. I learn something every day on this program. This is, I've heard of these people, but I didn't realize that they were a generic term for smug, ignorant, and uncultured persons. Kind of like, it's one of those blankety blanks. What is that blankety blank?
Uncouth.
No, it's not right. This is a group of people. Trivia.
Cretan.
No, not the Cretans. That's you're getting close there. This is a term for a smug, ignorant, uncultured person, named for ancient people of the early Middle East. Trivia.
Muslims?
No, it's not right. Trivia.
Pygmies.
No. No, it's, I've been kicking around this question because I don't want to really, give people a chance to exploit this term. But it is a term that became known as sort of a generic term for somebody that was uncultured and ignorant, but it was actually a group of people. Trivia.
Nathaniels.
No, it's not right. Trivia.
Moorish?
No. Who knows? Trivia.
Would it be Mongol?
No, it's not right. Trivia.
Palestine?
No. This is a group of people who go back to the Middle East region, the early Middle East, and for some reason, these people became, I guess, were described by what their name was to other people. Trivia.
Philistine.
That's it. Who's this speaking?
Wayne Hatcher with the Host Faith.
Dwayne, how you doing?
Wayne, it's your Wayne.
Oh, Wayne. It's not Dwayne. It's Wayne.
Yes.
Wayne, let me write your name over here so I don't mess that up. Now, that is a, tell me how you figured that out, Wayne.
I looked it up.
Okay.
I didn't know. I had to look it up.
Well, I was going to say that I've only heard that term in Sunday school and in the Bible, stuff like that, because the Philistines were the people that they settled the ancient Philistia, the 12th century B.C., located on a trade route from Egypt to Syria. And apparently, now I don't know, I wonder why that their name became associated with, uncultured and ignorant.
Well, they were pretty vile, and the reputation they carried was pretty rough from what I know, even in the Bible.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It may have just transferred over. I was surprised when I found the answer. I thought, well, that's it. But
yeah.
I was surprised that it was going to be Philistine.
Well, see, it's fun to learn something. If you don't learn something there in the course of a day, then you feel like you hadn't finished the day. And we've learned today. I'm like you. What are some of the other names? Well, bunch of thugs or hoodlums or something like that, or a bunch of Philistines. You know, it just doesn't sound right, Wayne.
Yeah, heathens.
Yeah, heathens or Philistines, whichever way it is. But anyway, that's the term, and you have won trivia, and you got it the hard way.
Yes.
And I appreciate you verifying that for us too, Wayne. Okay.
Yeah, I just pulled in Horse Cave. Of course, I live in Cave City.
Yeah.
In Horse Cave.
Well, you're going north.
Yeah. Yep.
What's the weather looking like up there?
It's cool and brisk. The wind's blowing. And blue, what you described in Glasgow.
Yeah. I was up on a hill in Horse Cave yesterday, and it's windy up there too.
Yes.
All right, Wayne, come by. We'll send you out for a delicious Little Caesars pizza, okay? And they're nice people out there, too, that work there. The opposite of the Philistines out there at Little Caesars.
No doubt.
All right. See you later. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Take care.
All right. Wayne Hatcher. That's right. We had to work for it, and I'm glad we did. It's that group of people who generically are known as kind of uncouth and uncultured and all that were generically known as the Philistines. We'll play tomorrow. Won't you join us? And thanks to Little Caesars.
Barron County Business Supply. For all your home office, business, and school supply needs. They've just received another truckload of high-quality scratch and dent furniture.